My name's Collin Hart, and I'm a healthcare real estate advisor.
And I'm Eric Yetter, an investment banker focused on helping doctors sell their practices and surgery centers to private equity.
Eric and I have worked together on a number of transactions and take a complementary approach to taking care of our clients.
It's a great time for doctors to look into these deals. It's been a very competitive market, both for practices and real estate. And working together, we can really maximize transaction value for both assets.
When working to establish what those streams of income should be, the EBITDA and rent, we obviously just talked about trying to push your rent to the high end of fair market value. So what's the best way to establish what fair market value is? Well, it's easy to talk to your peers in the marketplace, maybe another surgical specialty group or another physician who you know practices nearby, and that might give you a little bit of a snapshot in terms of what market rental rates might be. But the reality is there's probably nobody in the market with a building exactly like yours. So we find the best results by hiring a consultant or an advisor, such as our firm, to create what's called a fair market rent study. And so we'll look at the specialization of your building, get a better understanding, and pull a range of rent comparables to give you the best subset that's most comparable to your building, will be acceptable to prospective real estate investors, and then will be acceptable to potential private equity investors. And so Eric, do you want to talk a little bit about how private equity investors might respond to rental rates when they're going through a practice transaction?
Yeah, of course. I mean, in my experience, we've really seen a lot of flexibility and leeway from investors, as long as the rent is set in a fair way.
Sure.
And fair really means two things. It means one, it's within fair market value, and two, that it's reflected correctly in the practice's EBITDA calculations. So as long as we have rent the same value in our EBITDA calculations as it is in the lease post-sale, that tends to be fine. We just need to be very careful that we calculate it correctly from the beginning and that we're all on the same page, we work together so that it's a smooth process and it's accepted by the buyer.